Hello, and welcome to Mindful Movement with Gayle. So today we're going to do a few exercises starting to work with the chair. And you might find that standing feels better for you and your back, but I'm going to show you the seated options. As always, work at your own pace and be kind to yourself. You might not need to do all of the exercises that I'm doing, and you might find that you need to stop and start, and that's perfectly okay. So we're going to start off with just loosening up. Wherever you are, if you're seated or if you're standing, make sure that you've got some sturdy shoes on, not going to slip, not going to fall or have an injury in doing this class. So I'm going to start off just with some movements, but first off I'm going to make sure that my back is nice and tall. You can see I'm slumped there in the chair. So if it suits you, sitting nice and tall and maybe sitting on the edge of your chair, planting the 2 feet down and feeling a little bit of length in the spine. Slowly turning the head from side to side. So you don't need to go as far as you would like to go. We're simply limbering up and loosening up the joints in the neck. Just getting a little bit of lubrication going so that when we start to move a little faster, we're going to feel nice and loose, able to work out. And it might suit you to slowly breathe in one way and slowly breathe out the other way. You don't have to keep up with me. You might go faster, you might go slower. So now I'm just adding on the shoulders. Little twist of the neck, and then adding on a little twist of the shoulders. If you find this all a little bit too difficult and the choreography is getting you, just think about twisting the shoulders, breathing in, a little bit of movement, and breathing out, a little bit of movement. Encouraging these deeper breaths. So we're warming up the lungs, and we're warming up the structures around the lungs, muscles in between the ribs, while we loosen up the neck and the upper back and the shoulders. Do as many as you feel that you would like to. And here I'm starting to blend the two movements. It's a little faster, but again, feel for the movement in your body. Notice what comes easily and work there. It's a soft in and twist and twist. And I can start to feel this a little lower in my back, sort of around about the middle of the back. You might feel a little pull in the low back as you twist to one side. As long as that feels okay for your body, then enjoy that nice little limbering up feeling. A little bit of a roll of the shoulders. So breathing in and lift, breathing out and lowering each time. Breathing in and up and breathing out. Another variation of the twist. So this one, we're starting to target the lower back. Notice that I'm keeping my elbows down and they're coming in towards the sides of the body. Keeps my shoulders nice and open. Just a few more. Breathing in and breathing out. Making sure that you're sitting up nice and tall for this one. A little lean forward and a little lean back. Breathing in and breathing out. Now you might feel that it's fine to breathe in and out through the nose, or maybe breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Whatever slows down your breath slightly. We want to encourage deeper breaths right into the base of the lungs. We're also getting some movement into the spine again. One hand up towards the head or the shoulder and a little bit of a side bend. Breathing in and lift, and breathing out and down. So finding your way, moving to your body rhythm. Each time you want to breathe in, that's when you lift the elbow. Each time when you're breathing out, that's when you lower down. You might be faster than me, you might be slower than me. Working with your body. Keeping that spine nice and tall, sitting right on the tops of the hips. Let's try that on the other side. So here I'm demonstrating hand towards the head, maybe the shoulder, wherever it suits you. If you find that you get a sore shoulder, it's going to be a lot more comfortable to have the elbow down. Breathing in and out. And just deepening that breath. Maybe in and out through the nose. Maybe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Suits you. And you might even want to try this with your eyes softened or even gently closed. It depends if you feel safe enough to do so. So we're putting all 4 movements together now into a circle. Circling one way and then circling the other way. Start off with a nice small circle and just feel where the edge of your circle is. Expanding your circle if that feels okay for your body today. Taking a nice breath in, and as you finish the circle, breathing out. Try just a couple more. Getting right on the top of the hips. No weight on the tailbone if you can get away with it. We want the muscles that live along the side of the spine and in front and in the back to be working. These are deep postural muscles. So a little bit of a baby stretch, lengthening the leg and lifting the toes. Going to work the back as well by trying to keep the spine from curling down as you lift the foot. So you may not lift that foot as high as you would like. Notice any muscles switching on. Breathing out, lift. Breathing in, lift the chest. And here I am demonstrating using the chair, and I might be lifting 1 foot, maybe 2, and maybe lifting 1 hand out of it as well. Find where your level is. Can you lift a leg and a hand? If that was okay, can you lift a hand and 2 feet? Now I'm really using that hand on the chair. I'm pressing down and gripping so that I can get enough support to lift the opposite hand and the feet. See how many you can do. And have a bit of a loosen up in the hips. Loosening up the hands and the wrists, the elbows and the shoulder. Let's try the other side. So that's pretty much our warm-up. Look, see if you can squeeze your knees and shake a hand. A little bit of a warm-up for the brain. And try it on the other side. And see how many shakes of the hands you get before you start losing the knees. I'm going to try 2 hands. There I go. A little bit of a dance there. And a little bit of a tap just to finish loosening off. Tap and clap. Just encouraging circulation into the hands and the feet. So now working with gentle flow movements. You might find these in Tai Chi or Qigong. Even yoga has a special yoga flow movement. Once again, we're going to take to the chair, and you can see that I placed a cushion behind me there. Let's go grab that cushion. So the cushion is all about supporting my back so that I can sit up tall. Again, if it feels safe, if it feels okay, sitting on the edge of the chair. But know that you can lean back and get back support whenever you need. So here's our first movement. It's again another little twist. But I got a bit of a circle happening with my arm. My hand's getting caught on the chair there. Breathing in and breathing out to finish my circle. Sitting up nice and tall. So with these flow mindful movements, we don't have to breathe in deeply. This is effortless effort. Finding a nice circle and maybe starting off with a small circle, much smaller than I'm doing here, and winding your way out to a bigger circle, one that suits your body. Just tuning into that feeling of flow. And it might be helpful to have the eyes softened, or maybe to watch the hand as it moves through space. So it's sort of movement with focus. Enjoying that repetitive movement and tuning in to the feeling of flow. Getting ready for side number 2. Take a deep breath in and gently out. Side number 2. So I've got my hand on my head, but you might have your hand towards the shoulder or near enough to the shoulder. Find where you need to be. Another big circle. Looking out towards the side stretching the arm out and completing your circle. And it might feel like you're scooping up energy. Imagine that you're standing in front of a river, leaning down, and then trailing your hands through the water, scooping the water up towards you, and starting again. Imagine moving where there is no end to the movement. And that's the lovely thing about working in circles. Just flowing, a simple movement. We're being mindful about the movement, working with the shape or the feeling of the energy. Just concentrating on that one thing. Noticing every aspect. It has a very calming feeling. You might find yourself slowing down even more than I am. Go with that stillness, with that movement that is so slow. And you're ready, breath in and breathe out. Back to side number 1. And this time we've got wider legs. I'm going to reach out a little bit. And again, scoop the water. Now in this movement, we're doing a twist, trying to keep the chest nice and high, so you're not leaning out as far as you would like. And notice as you reach out that way, the muscles around the spine switch on. So again, we're coming back into that sense of lovely flowing movement. There's no start, there's no end. Watching the hand as it moves through space. And if it feels safe to do so, maybe even trying this with eyes closed. Take a breath in, preparing for side number 2. Taking the hand upwards a little bit, pressing out and following that press with the chest, with the shoulder, and scooping back towards the body. Scooping the energy in and up. Press and push. Nice, lovely, long spine. Scooping the water in towards the body. You might enjoy doing deeper breaths here, or maybe it suits you to just be breathing normally, naturally. See if you can slow down the movement. How slow can you go? And slowing down isn't always easier. Finishing off by taking a breath in and breathing out, sitting tall. Back to side number 1. Twist, press, scoop, and then side number 2. Twist, press, and scoop. So if you think about it, the hands are now making the infinity sign. Up and around. back into the middle, and then up and around again. Have a little game with yourself and see if you can keep one hand moving. So as that hand comes in towards the body, you're already thinking about moving to the other side. Let's have a go. Another breath. And press down. Notice that I've got my elbows in for this version, much kinder to the shoulders and the neck. And you can always lift the elbows if that feels okay for you as well. Almost like we're bringing that water up to the face and settling. Taking one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. And just focusing for a moment on the breath. And now a little something faster, dancing to the music. We can chair dance. And again, you can step behind your chair or you can sit down with me. I'll be offering you the seated version, but by all means, if it feels safe to do so, if you know you're not going to slip on the floor, then stand behind the chair and get support with the back of the chair. So just picking up the rhythm there, tapping the fingers on the knees. Maybe you know this song. So adding the stamping of the feet and the fingers tapping away as well. We'll be doing around about 8 counts of each little exercise. It does go fast when you've never seen it before. Don't worry about keeping up. Just coming into clapping hands here. Oh, here we go. So coming back to stamping the feet and tapping the fingers. You can lift your knee higher than me. Maybe you'd like to keep your big toe glued to the carpet or the mat. Try a clap of the hands and stomping the feet at the same time. So this sort of exercise is great for the heart and the lungs, really good for posture because we're seated nice and tall, but it's also good for between the ears, choreography. So tap and clap, tap and clap, stomping at the same time if you can. Ooh, double clap there. Just to get your brain working a little faster. So a little bit of a shoe shuffle. So I'm going to scuff the heel of my foot, scuff and back, scuff and stomp, scuff, stomp, scuff and stomp. If you think you've got that, take the hands up because we are going to do a little tap down. So tap, scuff, stomp, tap, scuff, stomp, tap, scuff, stomp, and tap, scuff, stomp. If you get lost, come back to the hands. You can see I'm actually doing scuff, scuff, clap, scuff, scuff, clap. So it's a shuffle if you know your tap dance. Shuffle, clap, shuffle and clap, shuffle and clap, shuffle and clap. So if we do some legs with that as well, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap. If you get a little bit lost, there I did as well, go back to the hands. Start with the hands and then see if you can add your feet in and make it a game. It's all good. As long as you're dancing with the music, who cares? Oh wow, a little bit of showbiz there. Very nice. Well done. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. So let's now move on to our last section of the class, easy stretches. And what I mean by this is they're not meant to be having a pulling feel. There's not meant to be any pain or discomfort. We're simply stretching just to relax the breath, relax the mind, and stretch out any muscles that have tightened up with the exercises we've been doing today. So I'm simply lifting my foot a little bit, and it's mainly the toe that I'm stretching with. So lift that toe and see if you can find a stretch, and you might find a stretch on the calf muscle. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Oh no, 5. Well, look at that. 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Up and across. We've got 3 more apparently. Beautiful. So here I'm lifting up the leg a little bit, getting that lovely toe stretch, and then just stretching my hand out forward. I'm not really leaning forward much at all. Just lifting the hand is going to be enough, and you should feel a bit of a stretch along the calf muscles, maybe the back of the thigh, and maybe even into the low back. Remember, always work with your body, and don't feel that you have to do exactly what I'm doing, because it may not suit you. So a little bit of a wide leg twist as a slight hold. Can you see that? So twist and down, twist and down. And you might notice a little bit of a stretch on inside thigh, as well as that lovely twist in the spine. Let's try it on the other side. So just getting ready, and then you might find that you can do the extra arm line as well, but don't feel that you have to. So it's almost like we're back into limbering, and these are called active isolated stretches, coming just into that first feeling of a stretch. And there you go. How quick was that? I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.